What's good, people? Welcome back to the Teacher's Surgery. Let's go. All right. We've got an exciting episode. We've got the students' rant today. Because not only do we have Amber, give a clap for Amber. Yeah. Guess what? Yeah. We love them so much. We got Young T in the building. Woo! Let's go. Also, we got Amaiyaa in the building. First time one. Let's go. Let's give it a applause for Amaiyaa. How you guys doing? You right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Everyone good. We've got some good questions today. We're gonna get into, and because we're calling it a bit of the student, the young people's rants, right? So we want to hear from you lot who represent the generation gap to some of us lot. And you know what? Talking about generational gap, have you guys heard of the generations? So we were talking about before, millennials, Generation X, and Gen Alpha.
I knew about Gen Z.
Yeah.
Mainly because of Central C's new song.
Is it?
But, love it. Yeah. And about what's the other one? Millennials.
Yeah, millennials.
That's about it. Yeah.
So I think you guys will be what we'll call Gen Z. You understand? So the first actual question is, Gen Z. You hear a lot of people our age saying, "Oh man, the kids these days they got it easy. They're too spoiled." Amber and you, do you think they're too spoiled? Before I let them answer for themselves, do you think Gen Z are too spoiled?
Do I?
Yeah, I want you to start you represent the older ones.
If we're looking at the children in the UK, I must say you guys have got everything handed to you on a plate.
Nah, they're not.
You by far are the most spoiled generation I've ever seen in my life. Taught, witnessed, experienced. You get it all, everything.
Nah, but you know what? I'm gonna represent them a bit, man. Do you know what it is? You didn't have to live life. You didn't have to live life, yeah, with every move you make potentially going viral.
Pardon?
Yeah, the peer pressures that them not face.
Peer pressure?
Yeah, go on, Young T, tell us what it's like as a Gen Z.
I don't think we're too spoiled, but definitely have it easier than you lot.
I'm glad that you said that.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Okay.
That's fired against you.
But I don't think we're too spoiled. It's just it's a thing where we're just lucky enough to live in a time where we have things, and I think that's jealousy.
You think I'm jealous?
No, but Amber, how did they have it easier then?
Well, put it this way. I mean, speaking from a teacher's point of view, how I see you in the classroom, we look at different kinds of people. We categorize you into different groups, and we kind of tailor our lessons to support your needs. We make sure that we have a variety of resources to support you. We make sure that if you're not getting into school, we're going to your house to pick you up. I don't remember that happening when I was a child. If you weren't coming to school, they just wrote you off like, this is a failure, literally.
Wait, no teachers ever come to my house.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, it happens. It happens. That means you're a good child.
Do you think you're too spoiled? Your generation
I think, to an extent, yeah. Compared to all the others, I think ours have got it the best.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think that your generation is special compared to other
I don't think it's special. Me personally, I don't think that it's special, because I think it's as the years have gone on, parents just get more lenient with it. I think that's why you guys think we're more spoiled.
Do you know what? I don't think I'm going to admit. I think parents are a lot more lenient.
I still feel that with this generation, if something is bothering them, they have a platform. You have a voice. Whereas our generation, it was keep your mouth shut and follow instructions.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
End of
They're
discussion.
Too lenient, because your generation, there was more harsh, or will be. Definitely. Compared to our age and your age, you guys, when you was our age, will be in more trouble compared to our age. With us, we can get away with things way more.
Listen.
Because you're spoiled.
I don't know about us, yeah. My mum's strict.
No, my mum is strict. Don't get me wrong. But the things I have an older sister. Things that my older sister would get in trouble for, I don't get in trouble for anymore. My mum.
Can you give me an example of what you mean?
For example, say if my sister wanted to go out and she didn't do her chores or something, my mum would be like, no, it's complete no. But when it's me, it's she lets me off of it.
A little bit more lenient.
Yeah.
What's it like in school? Do you think you get away with stuff in school? Really?
Nah. Yeah. I don't think so.
Do you know what I heard about? I was having a debate the other day as well. In my generation, these lot, because I know you lot are teachers, but you guys lock the gates.
Yeah.
That was a surprise to me. I thought, right, that's like prison. No, because you lock them inside the school. Whereas with us, we could leave at any time. Although it wasn't allowed, but we weren't physically locked in.
Yeah.
But with them lot, there's like, you know, physically.
No,
locked
it's
in.
true. But I think that's because of protection.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
to
yeah.
look after them as well,
Obviously, yeah.
and to keep certain people from coming in, you know, without permission.
All right, so the last one on that. If you had a choice, what generation would you prefer to have been born in? This one or the previous one?
No, this one.
You think this one, yeah?
Why? Because you're spoiled.
No, I think wanting to do certain things that's out the box is more acceptable now than before.
Yeah.
For example, like let's say like I don't know, acting or even this right now.
Yeah.
I don't think like you guys could do this.
That is
if you
so
wanted
true.
to.
Could not.
That's true. That is true.
I don't wanna
That's
be a-
actually a good answer.
I don't want to be a doctor.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
I
There's a
do,
lot. Yeah.
I do remember being his age, and my grandma asked me, you know, what do you want to be when you're older? And I said, you know, I want to be a singer. And she says, singer where? We don't do singing in this house. The only thing you do is at church. End of.
And there's a lot
And
more
that never happened.
avenues available.
Yeah,
lot
I was
more.
gonna say, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
our generation have way more experiences
Yeah.
to get into.
Okay. So do you feel that you've got the tools to become what you want to
100%.
be?
I think so. I think we have a very big platform for our
Love that.
Yeah,
Love that.
It's much more easier.
But is it healthy?
generation. Maybe sometimes. I think it depends.
Let me ask you then, before we go to the next section, we didn't have to deal with social media, like bullying culture and viral stuff and this, that. Do you feel there's an extra pressure on how you act and cameras can come out at any time? Do you think that plays a part in like social media and like you guys like Snapchat and whatever you guys use? Do you think there's added pressure? I didn't have to deal with none of that. Whatever happened at school stayed in school. If not, it was whispered around the area. But somebody in Basingstoke has got no idea what happened in my school. Do you understand? Whereas
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
what happened in
Everybody
your
knows
school could go
everything.
to-
Everywhere.
No,
Yeah.
that's what anyway.
I think it's different for different people if you feel like pressure from that.
Yeah.
But definitely, like if like a fight broke out, you know, like everyone will know. And if it was like, so I don't know, like even these guys on TikTok, like NK, for example, and these guys that go university, everything that happens in their uni, they bring it to TikTok. And like everyone knows, I know what's going on in Nottingham, and I don't go Nottingham. I've never been there in my life. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's one thing. I'm not gonna lie, I'm grateful. But yeah, we're gonna move on to the next question anyway, because we're talking about that. Unfortunately, this is a big news, and I hate to ask this question because we know that there's more to a generation than this. But the reason why I'm asking this is because so many of our viewers and the parents out there are linking this new generation with like crime and violence and gang culture and stuff like that, and it happened in my generation too. But do you think that there's pressure or any more or less pressure in your generation with like gang culture and like influence with things like that? Do you think there's more or less
I
in-
think there is.
in your peer group and things
I
like
think there is because I feel like in our generation, people feel like they need to prove themselves.
that?
Like,
She's smart. I like her.
yeah, they they feel like they need to prove themselves with people. So like they act a certain way, or like in front of their friends, or like just to show like that guy type thing.
I think that a lot of people like in the older generation they'll say that like we're trouble and this that, but I feel like for a lot of boys that I have a lot of male acquaintances, like I feel like it's a safety thing more or less. Like, I know a lot of people that they won't go a certain area or a certain party or in a certain place because they don't feel safe, or they won't go without something because they don't feel safe. So it's just like I think it's more of a safety thing and being paranoid of what you see and what you hear and what happens to other people that you know.
Do you think the culture has a role to play in that? So, for example, like obviously you said Central C and the MCs and the drill, whatever the case is. Do you think all those people that had that argument, oh, drill music is encouraging violence, and what have you got to say to that? Do you think the music?
That's false. I've been listening to drill for like a long time. Yeah. My older sister, I don't know, she put me on when I was when I was young. She put me on, but I don't listen to Digga D and think, oh yeah, I want to go and stab someone in the neck. Like,
but again, that's you. You can't really say that for the rest of our generation though, because like, if you're looking up to these people, they have big following, and like you're gonna be influenced by that, and you're gonna think, oh yeah, like I like what he's doing.
Amber, you look like you got something to say.
I mean, it's for you to answer as well, but I feel like your generation now has got to a point where, because you've got technology, you know, when I was younger, we had the people who were considered like the criminals, the naughty kids, the rough riders, and then you had the people who weren't. But
I'm
now
laughing
with
at
you
Rough
lot,
Riders.
you've got the rough riders, the people who aren't, and the performers. If there's a camera, they're gonna perform.
Mm. Do you know what I think? What I'm going
Do
to
you agree?
translate what I think she means, right?
Go on.
Is that I think in our generation there was a clear line between the bad boys and the people who were just
Yeah.
I know you're
normal.
gonna say
Yeah.
But now that line is a little bit more invisible,
Yeah.
where people
Just
who
putting
are
on
you call
shows.
civilians are now doing stuff that they wouldn't normally do. I think that's what
Performing.
some of us see,
Yeah.
which can come across as
I
performance.
think it is that. I think in certain crowds, people just pick and choose like their personality and like who they want to be.
Mm.
I think that's
Okay.
the main thing.
All right, cool. We're gonna leave that one there, and then guys, coming for part 2 of this same, we're still gonna have Young T and Amaiyaa, and we're gonna swap out. We've got a question that's come from the audience. All right, so let's get back in Tita surgery. Let's go.